Aloha. Hi again. It is, what is it, something afternoon? It's actually 5 something p.m. on our Thursday. So this was the morning that I woke up after pretty much going to bed at, it was before 1 a.m. And then I woke up at like half 2 a.m. And then I woke up again at half 3 a.m. It didn't feel like, at the time, I didn't feel like, oh, it's 1 hour only that I went to bed, or oh, it's another hour only. It felt like it was a gap. I don't know. I mean, I was thankful that I was, I guess, sleeping. Anyway, and I popped up at whatever time it was. It was before 4 a.m. And I decided, because I didn't know what else better to do, I had read a verse from my very strong spiritual book. This is quite amazing, The Foundation Stone. I read that aloud to kind of summon the forces of goodness and to help me overcome whatever the heck it wanted out of me. And then I went to the shower, had a nice shower, tepid shower, then followed by a cold shower. And yeah, went on with the rest of my day. No, I kind of went for a little bit of a sleep. I think I woke up again at 8:30, at 8:30. And I started moseying on around, and I feel good. Even though somebody would look at my night and say, oh my God, you had a horrendous night, broken up from 1 a.m. to 2 to 3 to 4 a.m. But I realized it's all about, this condition is all about making yourself feel good. Now, I can't speak for anybody else on this planet, but for me, the kind of person I am, I'm a bit of a fastidious person. So I'm like, I love self-development work, I suppose. I love human psychology, people watching, how this human race can be capable of so much inspiration as well as so much evil, ignorantly or knowingly. And I suppose all that in there, when my skin comes out in this kind of a way, it's like, it's not letting me rest. Like I said in an earlier vlog, I would be so happy not to think about it. And at times when it is having a flare up, of which I experienced big time yesterday, and took a lot of time to make it okay again, to be alive. Because you do feel like you're not living. You're just, all you're thinking about is the skin. You just want to, you are praying and wishing that you could just forget about the skin. You don't want to be thinking about your skin. You want to be like everybody else. You want to be normal like everybody else. It's not thinking about their skin and how they want to just rip it all out in one piece and then tear it up and rip it up some more. Anyway, I realize it's all about making myself feel good. And that sounds pretty egotistical and self-indulgent. Whatever I've been doing, obviously I haven't been doing that, I guess. Actually, earlier yesterday, it was very interesting. I had actually an episode where I have been practicing mindful eating, where I eat a pretty small amount of food. It gets me full. Maybe I've got some disorder, but I realized that it doesn't take a lot for me to feel full at a sitting. And anyway, yesterday was the first time in nearly 20 days that I decided after breakfast that I'd have a little more of this snack. I mean, yeah, great, it was healthy and all that, and it wasn't crazy, but it was crazy because I had been going good on the mindful eating and having a good rhythm and healthy amounts for my body. And yesterday went overboard, so that already kind of threw me a bit. And then in the afternoon, I had the flare-ups with my skin. So even though I couldn't, wasn't in me to acknowledge it or to cognize it verbally, to say, I do not feel great about myself. Obviously that was the case because later that evening, after it was all I could do to just soothe my skin over and over and over again. And thankful that I had the products that seemed to do the job. Yeah, that when the time comes for nighttime sleep, that I can feel like I feel okay, or I feel happy even to go to sleep. That is everything. If I can feel happy that I'm going to sleep, then that is victory then, right then. I don't know what it's going to be like in sleep, but chances are if I go to sleep happy, I'll have at least an hour or 2 hours, 3 hours maybe more, Right now I am settling down for a little siesta. I've been out in the town. It's been so sunny. I've been connecting a lot with people. Lots of old friends in the square in the village today. We're all joking about like, should we hug or shouldn't we? And I'm sensitive to I the community around me, and I do things, and a lot of the people are elderly people, so I feel sensitive that I don't want to just kind of start rubbing myself all over other people that want to hug me right now, just you know because people are triggered, people are sensitive with this whole COVID thing that we've been living through. And so I've been interacting a lot with people. I was on a Zoom call earlier with people from Brazil, Mexico, Australia, London, France. So it's a lot of interaction socially for me, and then to come home to this oasis. And I learned yesterday, because yesterday when the flare up happened, I was also on a Zoom call with people from all over the world, a smaller one, but that's when the flare up happened. And I learned from that today. Maybe it wouldn't have happened anyway, but when I felt it was getting hot, I just was mindful that I don't let myself get too hot. Because normally speaking, when my skin isn't like this, I'm like, heat, bring it on. The more hot, the better. Just let me burn up to a crisp. Um, which doesn't happen that often in this country. So, yeah, today I was a lot more mindful of that when it felt like, oh, that might be a little bit too hot. Then, even though it was probably just a fraction of how hot it was yesterday for me, I would move myself to the shade. I would start moving my body as well to kind of break it out of that kind of, it's kind of an addiction, the heat, isn't it? Right now, so enjoying. Yeah, when I'm at home, I'm pretty much naked all the time because at the moment my skin is calling out for that tender loving care. I don't know if anybody's watching who has this condition, who's ever experienced it. I've experienced it, and let me tell you, you forget. You forget how fucking hellish it is. And yeah, it's a huge teacher. It's really teaching me about taking care of myself again, and stuff that I learned last time when it was like, say, I don't know, 10 times as worse as it is now. Got no the ear infection. I think it's getting better. It's not getting any worse. And the fact that I am reaching out to people and saying to them, hey, you know what? I think I got an ear infection and it's kind of smelly and it's got pus and stuff like that. So glamorous. That that's good for me as well. Making me feel very human, and building those connections in real time. It's difficult now with COVID. We're all a little bit disoriented in terms of our normal sense of connection in the world. So yeah, I'm appreciating it. I'm really appreciating these small things, like feeling good right now. And um, I don't know that I feel good. I can do this vlog thing. Look at my see-through ears. Or vice versa. But I just thought I'd just share the update. Like when I talk to my boyfriend, it's like, his heart is like, oh my God, the sleep is horrendous. And yes, it's all true. It's all yucky, horrendous, terrible. But at the same time, it's always changing. It's like this moving landscape. It's right now I feel good. Right now I feel happy enough. That's, it's like a mouse. I can just see what's in front of me, and I can't afford really to look beyond that. I can't think, what do I need to feel good? Okay, later on, I'd like to go for a walk, stretch out. I did walk to the village and all around the village, but I want to go for more of a walk. Things like that. I want to finish up some other jobs. So there's nothing like not being well, to the extent that, you dread waking up, you dread go to sleep, to really make you appreciate just really just, you just want to be like normal. You just want to be like everyone else, that you just, if I didn't have this, I would just be thinking of the jobs I have to do. I probably wouldn't be doing them nearly as diligently, because you take it for granted that you can just, you'll get to that. You'll get to that. So, better go now because it's already 9 minutes. Have a good Thursday evening, or whatever evening you're watching this, or morning if it's a morning, since everybody's doing these stupid time zone greetings. I wish you the best in this moment right now.